to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brittany and I'm on a mission to hit 3,000 subscribers. So if you can click that button below, I would appreciate it. So we're gonna just kind of jump right into it. We're basically working on an order for a customer who reached out to me. She's looking to have some t-shirts, basically with DFT on it, since I don't offer screen printing. And then also she does want some hats embroidered. So I am able to actually complete the t-shirt order today, since I did get all my images back from TKO. As you guys know, I do work, well, I don't work with them. I use them just like any other regular customer would. So I got those back. We can definitely go ahead and start working on the t-shirts. And then also, I do have the hats, and the hats are right, oh, I already have one out. Right here, they're actually kind of nice. This is the style that she wanted right here. And I did pick this up from Sanmar, as well as the t-shirts. The t-shirts are honestly just the heavy cotton Gildan. She wanted some men and women shirts with some V-necks, and then just the regular scoop neck for the guys. And then, yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it and let's get started. Been heat pressing these shirts, but I did have to shut it off just because I was trying to multitask and it was failing at its finest. But I was noticing it's really weird because I did like 3 shirts, I had no issues. Then I did shirts 4 and 5, and then I started running into issues, and I'm like, is there a defect with the like transfers? Because why did 3 work and then 2 didn't, right? What's going on? Unless I'm just like a loser. Anyways, I'll just tell you. Basically, if I put tape, your heat resistant tape, over the lettering of the like image, it's not heat pressing it down, and it's basically, as I'm peeling, it's like pulling it apart. And the only reason I figured that out was because I noticed that a piece of tape was over my E, and everything else laid completely fine except my E. And then I'm like, this doesn't make sense. I thought maybe because it sat kind of on the back side of the V-neck of the shirt, and I thought, okay, well, maybe the V-neck is not giving it its like firm, you know, press. So I was like, let me kind of alter the shirt a little bit. So I kind of like moved the shirt so there was, you know, the V-neck was out of its way. I heat pressed it, still same issue. And I'm like, this isn't making sense. So then I was like, okay, if everything else is heat pressing, the backing, obviously the V-neck is not creating the issue. What's creating the issue? I removed the tape, I heat pressed it, boom, Bob's your uncle, we fixed it. So my only issue is so far, like on this shirt, it has an issue, and I don't know what to do because I obviously feel like I have to have tape, otherwise it's gonna get messed up. So I'm thinking I might just try my best, and then at that point just tell her, hey, I'm not going to charge her for it because it's going to be a little messed up. I'm a little irritated. I'm not irritated not in the fact to charge the client, but I'm irritated in the fact of, you know, an issue happening and you know, trying to troubleshoot it and figure out what's wrong. But so far that's the issue, because then once I figured that out, I've now done plenty more shirts. I have now at this point kind of 2 left, and yeah, we're figuring out the issue. Also, I do want to make note that remember before I told you every time I used TKO, I always had to let the image cool off before I could physically peel it? Remember that? Not with Jumbo over here. Nope, Jumbo I could place it down and I can peel it hot, and I don't have that issue at all. Watch, ready? I'm not gonna edit this part out. So we have it set at 320, which technically their form says 325, and a 7-second timer, right? Just got done. I'm gonna peel it, and boom, look. Like, no issue. So talk about a time saver on that aspect of things. So that's really cool. Sometimes, you know, doing your upgrades, they save you a lot of things. Also, another thing, make sure that before you heat press the images on, you are physically like making sure that nothing, like a letter is missing, because when I was looking at it, I noticed that one of my M's kind of got distorted a little bit. And now granted, I actually have plenty of these logos for the amount of shirts that she wants. So I was okay to kind of toss, you know, one of the images. And then also on another one, I mean, granted, keep it, like the dot of the eye actually fell off, which, I mean, come on, let's just be real. The dot of an eye is so small. But I did notice that also too before I heat pressed it. So again, that's another one that I just ended up tossing, because I did do a gang sheet of these, and with the gang sheets, I actually was able to fit 4 front logos and 3 back logos on one, and I needed to order a minimum of 8, which is TKO's requirement, and she only had 10 shirts in total. So you can tell that I ordered more than enough of these images. Also, it is hot, and I got my fan out, so it's a little hard to fold with a fan going. Oh, also, what I do, oh my God, I keep feeling like I have stuff to tell you guys. When I ordered this image with TKO, nothing happened, thankfully. But one thing is that because of the size of the front pocket logo, I missed the disclaimer, but in the body of the email, they did have a disclaimer basically saying like, hey, the logo size you're requesting is kind of on the small side. So, you know, it could end up smearing the ink when we physically press it. And I missed that. And so when I sent back my approval to print, they're like, thanks so much, we got your approval, we're gonna print, because they always send you an email for you to review like the spelling, make sure you do that, the color, the sizes, everything. And then at that point, you can go ahead and submit everything, prove it. Well then, when they responded to my approval, they're like, thanks so much. Also, you know, you approved, you know, that basically the smaller font could have like smeared ink. So I freaked out. Mind you, this got sent on like Friday night. And so I responded. They didn't get back to me till Monday, which I knew that they wouldn't. But luckily enough, the guy ended up calling me from there, and he was basically saying, hey, like, unfortunately, we've already printed it and you approved it. Like, if it didn't come out right, like, it's going to be on you to have to pay the cost. And I'm like, but I was like, okay. I was like, can you do me a favor? And so he's like, you know what I'm going to do? He's like, I'm going to find your image. I'm going to take a picture of it. And if you approve it, then we'll go ahead and mail it out. If not, then unfortunately, you're going to have to resubmit everything and repay. And so I'm like, it is what it is, because I don't want to pay for, you know, a smeared image. And luckily enough, it was fine. Everything was fine. So I was very grateful that he was so helpful with me. He called me, he told me everything was good. He sent me a picture. He did exactly what he said he was going to do. So, you know, definitely an A+ in my book to want to continue working with them. And again, I have no affiliate with this company. They have no idea who I am, but I definitely do appreciate, you know, the personal touch that they put into it. So I just had a video, I don't even remember. I had a video where I told you I never caught the thread running out. It did it again to me. But thankfully this time, look at this, saving grace. It actually hung on back here, so I don't have to re-thread it. And I knew it was gonna run out because clearly I have the white up here, but I cannot believe I did that again. It's because I'm trying to multitask and it's failing. It's failing. So we are back at it again the next day for this client, but today we're actually going to be working on hats, or technically I should say we have already started working on hats. My question to you guys is that I got the image back from my digitizing, I ran a sample, came out great, right? Now when I threw it up on the hat, to be honest with you, a lot of my hats so far have actually been turning out pretty good. So I'm just gonna show you guys, I mean this one's just as fine, but look, see, here's the hat. It looks really good, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I probably ran about 3 hats, and then I did run into one hat issue, which I'm gonna show you right here. Nope, that's not it. I'm holding it in my hand still. It's this hat. And I'm not quite sure why the issue is occurring. I'm gonna run some suggestions that I thought, and then I started running them fine again, and then the issue happened, and why is this not staying put? Stay. Oh, that does me no good. All right, so look at this hat, for example, right? You think, okay, hey, it's not that bad. No, I don't. Look at right here. For some reason, it lost registration around the outline. And as you guys can see, it kind of did like a double body. Now, I'm not gonna charge the client for this hat, so I'm just gonna give it to them because, to be honest with you, like, it doesn't look great. It's not something I would typically wear, but it's better than putting it in my trash can. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give this one to them at no cost. But I ended up running some more hats, and originally what I was thinking was that the backing, because of course you do have to put backing on these hats, the backing wasn't sitting high enough on the hat, and so that's kind of what I was originally thinking, right? But then I ran some more hats, everything started coming out really good, no issues. I was like, awesome, great. Then I ran into another bump, which was this one. Now this is probably my worst hat, and this one is going in the trash, and to be honest, I gave up, so I stopped cleaning it. But look at this hat right here. Obviously, who cares about that? But like, if you notice, it started doing the double line again, and I started trying to clean it up, which is why it looks way worse. Honestly, it looks way worse. And I was just like, absolutely not. I'm not gonna mess with it. So that one went in the trash. I actually just ran my 3rd to last hat, and without even cleaning it up, here it is right here. So you guys can definitely see, it's not my digitizing. So don't come at me with that, because I know you are. Give me your suggestions. Why do you think it might be losing registration? To be honest, my original thought, like I said, was that the backing was not sitting up high enough. My next suggestion, my next suggestion that I thought was that maybe I am using the tearaway backing, and with this being such like a, I mean, you guys can see how like no shape this hat has. Is it because of the backing that I'm using? Should I have been using maybe cutaway? Should I have maybe been doubling up my backing, which is kind of what I was originally thinking? So give me your thoughts, give me your suggestions. Don't say it's the machine. Don't say it's my digitizing, because as we can see, most of them are coming out good, and only 2 of them have come out bad out of 10 hats. So I don't think that's bad. I mean, granted, I still got 2 left, but let's just be positive here. Let's just be positive. Yeah, I'd be really curious on y'all's thoughts with that. And otherwise, we are almost going to wrap up this order. If, I don't know what else to say. I think that's it. I think that's it at the moment. Yes. Let's get this order done with. I'm so excited. I'm really close to it, and it's still kind of on the earlier side because I was here pretty late yesterday trying to get some things wrapped up and finished. Oh, let me show you something else, because I didn't make a video on it. I need to clean this hat up because I like to do that. Look at this one. I ended up making this shirt for my niece. It's for her boyfriend. Look, that came out so cute. And let me tell you guys something. Having a giant heat press for the win. I only had to put this thing on 1 time versus my old one because it is such a large image. I always had to keep like rotating it. So still in love, but let's get back to the original order. So I am happy to report that my two final hats actually did come out really good. So here's one. It is getting very dark in here, so sorry. And number two. So it came out really good, no issues. So ended up providing her 9 hats rather than the 10, but that's okay, you know, things happen. And then the shirt, this is actually the shirt, this is the front. So there it is, and I don't show the back just because there is a phone number on it, but basically, I can't even show you guys. It's gonna be upside down, so if you wanna read that upside down, that's kind of what it looks like. It is small, but again, she didn't really have a whole lot going on back there. So, you know, we can always change the logo in the future if she requests to do that. But I'm gonna go ahead and take some product shots for it, and we're gonna wrap this one up. So hopefully you guys did appreciate watching this video. If you could, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next crafting project. Bye, everyone. To report that my 2 final hats actually did come out really good. So here's one. It is getting very dark in here, so sorry. And number 2. So it came out really good, no issues. So ended up providing her 9 hats rather than the 10, but that's okay, you know, things happen. And then the shirt, this is actually the shirt, this is the front. So there it is, and I don't show the back just because there is a phone number on it. But basically, I can't even show you guys. It's gonna be upside down, so if you wanna read that upside down, that's kind of what it looks like. It is small, but again, she didn't really have a whole lot going on back there. So, you know, we can always change the logo in the future if she requests to do that. But I'm gonna go ahead and take some product shots for it, and we're gonna wrap this one up. So hopefully you guys did appreciate watching this video. If you could, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next crafting project. Bye, everyone.